Unbelievable. Bondi Beach turns deadly. What they aren't telling you. We've not seen this. This is literally crazy. This is all over the news on the BBC. Do you know what, mate? It's like nothing surprises me anymore. This world is full of idiots. That's not even the right descriptive word for them. But yes, more trouble in paradise in Australia. You got all these weirdos. What is going on in the world? It's mad. It's crazy, isn't it? It's like every day something else has happened. And today is no exception, because today we're talking about a global event that is shaking people all over the world. It literally happened at a holiday event. Can you believe that? A holiday event meant for peace, joy, and community. But it ended up in horror, shock, and heartache. What I'm about to read is literally true. It's all over the news. And this is not exaggerated or dramatized in any way. This is literally real life. So we're going to find out exactly what's bloody going on. So stick with me. Let's get into this.
Analyzing the news.
Right. Can you see that in the corner there? Okay, that's like just come out. That's actually footage of the gunman. So today we're talking about a global event that is shaking people all over the world. It happened at a holiday event, which we mentioned before, which is supposed to be peaceful, relaxing, joyous occasion. There's going to be children there. Everyone's having a nice time. But here's the story. This is what's happened. Early reports say at least 11 people were killed and dozens more were injured. And this happened at Hanayuka. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Hanukkah celebrations on Bondi Beach. I'm sure someone will put the what it's called or how to pronounce it in the comments. But this happened in Australia, so people were gathered together, just having a nice time, enjoying themselves. They were enjoying the time with friends and family, and then that happened. There's no reason for it. Just some idiot. Again, idiot's not the right word. 2 men opened fire at a crowd. Was it a terror attack? Well, obviously they've terrorized people and murdered people. Police now say it was deliberate. What do you mean it was deliberate? Of course it's freaking deliberate when someone's got a gun and they're aiming it at you. One gunman was killed by officers. A second critically injured. Investigations are still looking into whether a third party was involved. Why would you bloody do that? It's all over the news. You can see it there. This is the news report there. More stuff's coming out now. It says a British-born rabbi among 11 killed in Bondi as police investigation attacks on Jewish community. Okay, it just doesn't stop. Do you know what I mean? It literally doesn't stop. You can see all the images there. There's plenty more. Some of them are graphic, so we don't want to share that with you. But I just want to make you aware of what's bloody going on in this stupid world. Not the earth. The earth's okay. It's the world. World meaning the people who roam along it. Most people are decent. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and there's like 2 idiots. And these are, well, 2% of them are idiots, and these are the percentage. But what do you think about this? What would you do if something like this happened where you were? Now, it's easy for us to watch. I think, well, it's in Australia. It doesn't affect us, does it, mate? But imagine that happened in your little town. Well, you're having a nice time with your family and friends. Next minute, some idiot just goes round and does that. No reason. Now, the victims are still being identified. That means they have been identified. Some families haven't been told who they have lost. In other words, they haven't got the death toll at the minute. The community is obviously in shock, and one religious leader at the event spoke about burying his friends. That's horrible, that, isn't it? He said the scene was unfathomable. Can I never pronounce that word? But think about that word, unfathomable. That means you can't even register it. But how do we support a community after something like this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I tell you what, mate, I can't make sense of this. I literally can't. It's crazy, isn't it? But nothing ever surprises me, because we hear all these all the time. And do you know what? You become desensitized to it, and it sounds horrible, because tomorrow something else will happen. It's just, there's no reason for it. There's always an intent, isn't there? Anyone who ever does anything, there's always an intention. What's the intention? Do they want attention? What is it? What do you think leaders around the world are going to do now? Is it enough to protect the general public? But we shouldn't live in a society that you can't even go out with your kids and have a nice time at the beach or go to a nice festival and enjoy yourself without some idiot getting a gun out and just deciding to murder everyone. Because I can't get my head around it. I really can't. That's why I want to know your thoughts and comments and what you think. Why do people do things like this? What is it? Yes, mental health on the rise, but what causes someone to go and do that? What is it? Are they being influenced? Are they on drugs? Are they... Obviously, the brain's warped, isn't it? You can sort of paint a picture of these type of people. The loners, little strange people. What is it? I don't know. But the thing is, it's dangerous. These people need to be stopped, but we don't know who they are. No one expected things like this to happen. You don't go out for the day, planning a nice family day out, and then expecting some stranger to come and just start firing bullets at everyone, murdering people. It's crazy. Like I say, it's all in the news, and you can see it all there. Let me get it up there. This guy here, this brave soul, actually, I can't get the video footage up, but that's an image of it. He actually grabbed the gunman. How good's that? He risked his own life. If you look on the BBC website, you'll see footage of it. You see the sniper, the guy with the gun, and then some fella behind him just grabs him. How good's that? Right? That takes bravery. Because if it wasn't for that man, there'd be a lot more deaths, obviously. But due to his bravery, then lives were saved, which is fantastic. So before we finish, let's consider something important. Now, with the news, even the hardest news is not just about fear. It's about truth, isn't it? It's about shared experience, and it's about community. And that's what it is, just awareness. We're all watching the same world together, aren't we? We're all experiencing this world together. That's why I want to hear what you think. What are your thoughts on this? Because to me personally, I can't get my head around it. It doesn't make any sense. But because to me it's senseless. So what is the psychology of someone who does that? Remember, this isn't just a video. I want to hear your comments and thoughts below so we can make sense of it, because the police and the investigation team, they're trying to analyse criminals' behaviour and the psychology of it. But let us do it. Let's figure out, why do people do stuff like that, okay? Now, because to be honest, mate, your opinion actually matters. It really does, because there's people watching this video and they can sort of give a good, valuable answer, some sort of resource that can help filter out these psychopaths. Well, that's not even the right word. There's no words for them. It's unnatural. That's why it's upsetting to watch. But again, that's why we've got to question everything all the time. Again, I want to hear your thoughts and comments on what you think. What would our world leaders do after events like this? Here we go. What would the world leaders do? Well, what can they do? Everybody stay in. Lock your doors, don't go out, then you're not going to get shot on the streets, but don't leave your house. Is that the answer? I say, well, that ain't going to happen, is it? But what do you do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Again, thank you for staying with me through every word that I'm repeating off the BBC website. And thanks for your critical thinking, because that's what we've got to do. We've got to be critical of things like that, haven't we? And try to understand and digest what's going on. So let me get the actual paper up just so I can see more information about this, because it's changing all the time. Every time I look at it, more information is coming out about it. So let's go a bit deeper into it and find out what is going on because it's constantly being updated, and this is not edited, this video. In other words, I'm seeing it as it's coming out. Here we go. Let's have a look. Right, so this was updated 5 minutes ago. Okay, so British-born rabbi among 11 killed. Okay, so we've seen that part. What else is there? Right, summary. New South Wales police say 11 people have been killed in a shooting at Bondi Beach targeting the Jewish community, with 29 taken to hospital, including a child. British-born rabbi, he's got his name there. Sorry, it's very small and I can't really see it because I'm blind as a bat. Was among those who killed in the attack, his family tells the BBC. Okay, the shooting happened while an event was being held to mark the start of Hanukkah. There you go. Police say more than 1,000 people were in attendance. One gunman has been killed, and a second suspect in critical condition, police say. One video gives the clearest picture yet of how the Bondi Beach attack was carried out. Right, oh God. You're seeing this a lot at the moment. There's a lot of attacks. Okay, there's a lot of attacks on Christianity, which there's always been. Now there's attacks on Jewish community. It's like, what is bloody going on? What is going on? But there you go. There's all the footage there. You can see it. Just people just minding their own business. There's testimonies, so there's people being interviewed with there. Okay, you'll see all this if you go onto the BBC website. Amongst any other websites, all the information's there as well. So if you want to know more about it. But again, information is limited. All we know at the moment that there's two men who've just randomly started shooting people in the street at a festival for no reason. Is it a racial thing because they were Jewish? It doesn't make bloody sense. It really doesn't. So how can you answer something? How can you make sense of something that doesn't make sense? I'd be interested to know, mate, because I cannot get my head around it. I really can't. I always think of the other people involved, you know, like the family members, because all them people that have been killed, even if you were just there, they've all got families and friends and co-workers and neighbours. It's a massive community. These are all, it's like a big ripple effect, isn't it? And you'll never understand that unless that happened to you. Imagine you had a family member who were there. How would that affect you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and make you angry? Would it make you angry? Put it in the comments, how would it make you feel? More importantly, what can we do about it? What do we do? Because we're not going to lie down and just be fearful and not go out the house. We ain't going to do that, are we? What is going on in the world? The world's supposed to be more intelligent than ever, but it seems to be going the opposite way. What is going on? And I wish this was just the last of the bad news that I'm going to share with you. But the reality is, there's going to be more bad news coming out, and it always does. But we've got to look at it in a positive way. And the only way we can look at it in a positive way is try to understand it, digest it, and make sense of it. So then we can think, right, okay, what causes human beings to act in this way, right? What's the trigger mechanism? What is it? Is it mental health? Is it more than that? It's not just mental health, it's evil, right? Why does mental health have to always be an evil act? Why can't someone have mental health and do a positive act? I don't know. Let me know what are your thoughts in comments. Share it in the description below, because I love to hear you. I can hear my dog barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear him. Anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, that's what's come out today. It's really sad and shocking and upsetting. And yeah, unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. And there's no signs of it slowing down. But guys, thanks for putting all your comments in there. I'm going to read through them and all your thoughts and opinions. What is it? What's the answer? Why is it happening? That's the main question for today. Why is it getting worse? And don't say, oh, it's because the internet's bigger now, people get information more. It's not. The internet's been out for years and years. It's going up. Madness is going up. And why? Why is it happening? let me know. Put your comments below, because if we don't question things, we'll never know the answer to it. But anyway, guys, thank you again. I really appreciate it. I know it's only a short one, but if you want more information, go on BBC website and you'll find it all there. But until next time, look after yourself, take care, and God bless.